Alright guys, so we have New York City Comic Con coming this weekend, and we've already got some news on not just new figures, but the next line after Siege. It seems like a lot of gimmicks from Siege will be continuing in its sequel, Earthrise, the next chapter in the War For Cybertron Trilogy. Personally, I don't like the name. Earthrise sounds like the name of an episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think they should have chosen something like Arrival to Earth, or something else from the Transformers legacy. Or maybe something like Earthbound, which isn't just an obscure Nintendo game. It's also an auto-antonym, which is a word with two meanings that are the opposite of each other. So if the Autobots are traveling on board the Ark going towards Earth, then they are Earthbound in the sense that they are going to Earth. Whereas after they crash on Earth and their ship won't fly anymore, they are also Earthbound because now they are stuck on Earth, so they are bound to Earth with no way off. But hey, I don't work at Hasbro. Maybe they had their own reason for choosing such a dumb name when they could have gone with something clever. Anyways, you don't care what they're called, let's get on to the toys themselves. First up is the Micromaster Hot Rod Patrol with Big Daddy and Trip Up, although Big Daddy has now been renamed Daddy-O. Probably because Big Daddy is, well, it definitely has other connotations, aside from being one of the best Adam Sandler movies he's ever done, which is a pretty low bar that just seems to be getting lower over the years. Anyways, these two new versions of these classic G1 Micromasters look great. There's nothing much else I can say other than that Trip Up kind of looks like Tailgate, at least in vehicle mode. But yeah, they're just simple little Micromaster figures. No info on if they can turn into a weapon like the Siege Micromasters. We do, however, see them interacting with our next figure, Ironworks. Now in G1, Ironworks was just a playset. He didn't transform into a robot or anything. But now in Earthrise, he is. He's a deluxe, and he seems to use the weaponizer gimmick from Siege. Looks like he can be taken apart and put back together in any configuration you can imagine. As we see here, he has one base mode where the Micromasters can be placed on him, and then he's also got this other, more vertical tower alt mode. I'm sure once you eventually get him in hand, you could probably think of all kinds of different modes for him. I think you might even be able to give him some kind of T-Rex mode if you use the scoop thing as the head and the crane arm as the tail. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to give it a try once he comes out. Next we've got Grapple, who looks amazing. He honestly looks like a masterpiece figure. Seriously, he looks so good. He's got a little hollowness, but I don't think you could ask for a more perfect Classics Grapple. He comes with a gun and a claw hand thing. It looks like his hands can flip in and the claw can be attached to either one. And it looks like in vehicle mode, you can flip up the hook on his crane and attach the claw there. Which I find hilarious because the claw reminds me of one of those claw machines that you'd see in Walmart or arcades, if arcades still existed. So it essentially turns Grapple into a living claw machine. And you know that they're just going to repaint the heck out of him, like Hasbro always does. So expect to see a Holler repaint, an Inferno remold, an Artfire repaint of the Inferno with a Target Master or Battle Master, and who knows what else. Maybe a Pyro or something too. And finally, we've got the big guy himself, Optimus Prime. Can't afford MP44? Don't worry, Hasbro's got your back with this leader class Earthrise Optimus Prime. Just like Grapple, it's amazing how he's basically just Masterpiece Optimus Prime minus a few fancy bells and whistles. It's a simpler transformation to be sure, but the end result is still pretty great. It does look like he has a little bit of back kibble, and his gun looks kind of weird. I suspect there's a gimmick here that we're not seeing. And he comes with a shield, which looks like it's made out of part of the ramp of his trailer. And oh yeah, he comes with his classic G1 trailer. When was the last time you had an Optimus Prime toy that actually came with his trailer? It's basically a big plastic box, but it does everything the G1 and Masterpiece trailers do. It opens up, you can lay Optimus Prime in it, or you can stand it up as a repair bay, and it's got the little drone guy in there. I assume that you can hide other smaller, I'm guessing deluxe size Autobots in there too when it's in trailer mode, but we aren't shown that in these images. All it's really missing is Roller, which I have a funny feeling we'll probably see sold separately later in this line. My guess is that they'll turn him into a weaponizer, so that the main Roller buggy is one piece, but then you can add all this other stuff onto him to turn him into something more akin of IDW roller. That's just my guess. And that's it for now for the brand new Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise news in the lead up to New York Comic Con. Again, not a fan of the name, but what can you do? I'll try and pull myself away again from all the Transformers Cyberverse reviews if and when we get any more news out of the convention this weekend. So remember to like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And don't forget to let me know what you think of these new toy reveals down in the comments. What else can you repaint Grapple into? What do you think you could turn Ironworks into? And will this Leader Class Optimus Prime be your budget MP44? Again, let me know down in the comments. And I'll see you here next time for more Transformers toy news.